Hi there, today we're unboxing a mini PTZ bullet camera. So this particular one is by a company called GENBOLT and it has 4x optical zoom, full HD, so 1080p resolution on there, and can be connected via Wi-Fi. Now details in the description below for anyone thinking of purchasing. So let's take a quick look around the packaging. So it comes in a small box, some details on the side of it. So if I come in close just to give you an idea, so a day and night vision, IP66 protection, self-testing, has an alarm setting on there, video analysis, video dimming, has a OSD menu, high definition and timing. Okay, come round and not much else. Okay, so let's open it up and see what we get in the packaging. Okay, so I've laid out all the items you get in packaging, so let me quickly go through them one by one. So initially you've got a user manual, and if I open that up, you've got 2 languages in there, so you've got English and Chinese. I've had a brief flick through there, and it looks like there's a good amount of detail in there for setting this up. Next you've got a CD, and I'm guessing that CD probably contains some software for setting this up on a PC. Then you've got a waterproof seal for connecting the Ethernet connector to the actual camera. So you've got 2 connectivity options, either via Wi-Fi, so you've got a Wi-Fi aerial also, or you can connect it directly via Ethernet, so it's a hardwired connection. Okay, then you've got a mounting bracket, I'll show that in a bit. Then you've got a screwdriver. The screwdriver is used for opening up to install your micro SD card. Then you've got some fixtures for installing it, and then a power adapter. So this power adapter has quite a bit of length of cable on there, so approximately about 3 meters on there. Now if I come in there close, you can just about see the output on there is 12 volts 2 amps, and it's a DC connector. Okay, so next let's take a look at the actual camera. So for a PTZ camera, it's actually quite small. You may have seen some other PTZ cameras I've reviewed, and they are quite bulky in general. So this is a mini PTZ. So in terms of size, if I come across here, you're saying approximately 14.5 at the maximum point. Thickness wise, you're probably getting around 9.5 to 9 on there. Okay, and in terms of height, you could say without the actual mounting bracket, it's about 12 centimeters. So a fair size to it, but not as big as a standard PTZ. In terms of build quality, all plasticky all the way around, obviously waterproof as well. You've got the lens there and the infrared sensors on there. Now if I come around here, it's got some connectivity details which I've covered up, and you've got the cables coming out the bottom. So just showing you there, so Ethernet connector there, you've got the connector for power, looks like a reset point on here. So if I put that down for a moment, should be a button, yeah, you just hold on to that button to reset it. Now in terms of installation, you'd actually put these cables through here. So if I slowly feed them through, just to show. Okay, so there you go. Fed the cable through, and you just attach it like so. So there's some screws in the back to obviously attach onto there, and then you'd mount it on a wall through the 4 holes there. Now quite an interesting setup they've got here. So you could obviously drill into the back and feed this into your property if you wanted, or they've put a rubber piece here, should have really make it white to sort of blend in nicely. So you could actually feed the cables out of there and then put it into some sort of junction box. So nice design to it. And again, size wise, not too bad. So if I look at the bracket at the bottom, let me get my ruler just to give you an idea. You're saying end to end, let's go for this bit here. So it's about 15 centimeters from that bit to that bit. And in terms of height here, you got 6 by around 4.5. So quite a compact design, and nice to be able to actually control it like so. So far, initial impressions, seems quite good. Okay, so let's make a start at setting up this camera. It's quite straightforward. Obviously I've shown how to feed the cable through the mounting bracket. So if I just hold it in place, so you'll notice there's 2 screw holes either side. place that into position, and then in the actual fixtures bag you'll find two short screws. So if you place them into position, you should be able to just screw them up to tighten them. Okay, so once the two screws are in place, this is what you're presented with. So it fits quite well. And the next thing you can do is connect the actual Wi-Fi aerial. So very straightforward. Obviously this sits on top of that, and just tighten that up. And then you can just place it up in the air. And there you go. It's actually ready to be configured now. Okay, so next let's plug in the cables. So initially you've got the power cable, so that goes just in here. And then you've got the Ethernet cable, so you're going to need to plug this in initially to configure it. So I'll plug that in there, and let's plug in the camera. I've got a power strip at the side, and there you go. It's just initializing now. And if we look on the side here, so that's the internet connectivity on that, so that indicates there's a link there. Okay, so that looks ready now, so we can make a start at actually configuring the app to get this up and running. Okay, so I'm now at my Android device. If I click on the Play Store, click on search, and we want to search for Cam Hi. That's the actual app we're after. So it's this one here. Let's click install and give it a moment. Okay, so now that's installed. Let me click open. And there you go. Now it needs access to the local storage on my phone to record audio and take pictures and record video, and devices locations. Quite a few bits and pieces. Next, to add this in, let's click add camera. And these are the methods available. So first thing you got to make sure is obviously your Wi-Fi network that your phone's connected to should be the same as the one the camera's connected to via the LAN cable. So it has to be on the same network. So then what you should do is click the search camera from LAN. Okay, so let me click it now. And there you go, it's found the camera. So if I click on that there you go. That's the details for the camera. So if I click tick, and it's now attempting to connect. So there you go, online. As simple as that to set up actually. So if I now click it, and let's adjust it slightly, and there you go. This is the picture quality you're going to get on there. So let me quickly run through the options on there. You've got the flip option, so you can mirror the picture. So if I go over to that, you go to the other side, or flip it as well. And this is obviously necessary if you've put it upside down or put it at an angle, so at least you can see the correct angle on there. Next thing, you've got zoom. So if I click zoom, okay, pretty slow and it's not really doing much, so let's try it later on outside. Okay, next we've got presets, so you can set a number of presets on this, so you can move it from position to position. Then you've got normal color auto, so this will flip between the settings. Then you've got a power button here just to come out of the app. So if I click it, there you go, it's come out. If I click it again, it goes back in again. Then you've got microphone, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Okay, listen, it looks like it can hear me, so quite a surprise there. Okay, next, snapshot, so you can click to get a snapshot. Then you've got record option, so you can start recording, and let me stop that. Next we've got picture quality, so you can flip over to HD. At the moment it's on standard definition, and as you can see it is pretty clear, so quite good. Let's go back now, flip the camera around again, and let's click on settings here. So this is the nitty-gritty details now. So if I go to change password, you can change a password. Alarm settings, so you've got motion detection on there, so drag to draw a picture area that responds to motion detection. So you can select an area and set the sensitivity on there. Next you've got action with alarm. So if alarm happens, what do you want? Do you want a notification to happen? Do you want to record on the SD card? Do you want to send an email with pictures, or even upload to an FTP server? So that's cool. Okay, next you've got record schedule. So you can say all or nothing, all days or nothing, and you want to record the first stream or the second stream. Okay, and the duration of the record. Next you've got audio settings, okay, and line in or mic. Okay, next you've got video settings, so the first stream and the second stream, okay, and the video format. Okay, let's go back. SD card settings. Looks like there's a SD card in there by default, so that's quite interesting. Let me just hit format on there, just give it a moment to format. Okay, so that's good. It actually comes with a card built in supposedly. Okay, time settings, you can change the time zone. Email settings, that's if you want to get an email going out, and even FTP settings for uploading to an FTP. Then you've got system setting, so reboot the camera or reset the camera. Then device information, so that will be showing the IP address of the camera. And that's all you have within the actual camera. So pretty straightforward and quite some basic settings on there. And then at the bottom of the app you've got camera, and then you've got picture. So if I go on there, you can, the snapshots you've grabbed, you can see in there, you see online and local. If I click online, this actually connects to the storage card on the camera, and you can just go through all the recordings and the alarm recordings on there. So if I click play, that's that. Go back, click on local, and there you have the ones recorded on my local phone. So useful, you can flip between the two as and when. And then if I go to about, just details about the app, and that's it. As simple as that really with this. Now if I drop down and turn off my Wi-Fi, for instance, and let 4G kick in, if I click on there again, turn the phone around, and there you go. You can see the camera over 4G, and that's opening no ports on my router. And there you go. Motion detection as well, you've seen at the top, so you can get alerted if there's any motion detected. So good functionality. Okay, next thing to show is the alarm icon. So once you've clicked it, it goes back in there and you can see what's happened, and that's it. Okay, next if I drop down the top, you can see the motion alarm that's occurred, so that's quite cool. And that's it. So now if I click on the camera, and I'll just lift it up into position, you've got another alarm happening. And just to show, if I move along like so, you can see the camera moving. So very simple to navigate. No joystick or anything, just moved by scrolling across the screen. Very nice functionality there. Okay, so next let me show how to connect the camera over Wi-Fi. So very straightforward. If I click on the settings button there, click on Wi-Fi settings and Wi-Fi manager, you select the Wi-Fi signal you want to connect to. So let me click that one, enter in your password, and then click apply. So Wi-Fi setting successfully saved. So next I should in theory just be able to pull out the Ethernet cable here. So that's dropped out now, and let's try connecting. Let's give it a moment. You can see it's trying to connect. Okay, there you go, it's online. So if I click it now, we turn my camera around, and just to show, there you go, Wi-Fi connected now. Simple as that. So functionality wise, very easy to set up and to configure. Okay, so I've installed the camera outside and just wanted to show the functionality on there. So picture quality wise, it's great. And just to show, if I turn it, very responsive on turning. Again, very good. And then we go up now. So just got some scaffolding outside at the moment. So that's the pole you're seeing in the way. but picture quality is great. And now let's test out the actual zoom on there. See if I go zoom in. So let me hold on to that. Not super fast or anything, but it is getting there slowly. Okay, and let's turn a bit more and see if it goes any more than that. And that's it. Just to show. And if I go up now, so not too bad. It is a little bit slow, I have to admit, just focusing in. Let's try a bit more. Nope, that's the maximum it goes in. And just to give you a clearer idea, if I now zoom out, if it finally focuses, there you go, it's still trying to focus, and there you go. Perfectly clear now. Okay, so let me zoom out just to give you a perspective of how much it went in. It's not too bad, I have to admit. Picture quality is good. Focusing is quite clunky, I have to say. Is a little bit slow, but good functionality for the price range. Okay, so you've seen the unboxing and setup of this mini PTZ bullet camera. Very simple to set up and configure, as you've already seen. In terms of functionality, you've got remote connectivity on there, so you can easily connect to it when you're out and about. You've got motion detection on there with push notifications, so the app will notify you if there's been any activity while you're away from your house. In terms of other functionality, you can also configure email notifications or even copying directly to an FTP server. In terms of storage, it actually strangely enough has storage built in from what I've seen, so that's quite useful. Obviously you don't have to open it up and put the memory card in. In terms of other functionality, there's also a microphone for what I've seen, so you can hear any noises coming out around it. So there you go. Hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below. Thanks for viewing, and don't forget to like and subscribe.